Welcome, everyone, and happy Monday.
Yeah, hello. Happy Monday to everybody. It's the beginning of the week here for us, at least in the United States it is, depending on where you're watching from. We got people from all over the place. So all kinds of people tuning in today. Dana, how are you?
I am doing great, Mel. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. I was not quite ready for my week to start. We had a short week last week, took a few days off thanks to United States Thanksgiving, but back at it today. I'm happy to say we're here, so I'm excited. Got a full week ahead.
I know. I'm super pumped to be spending Cyber Monday here live with everyone. Woohoo!
Have you caught any good deals? That's the real question.
Okay, honestly, no. But a friend of mine just told me about this like Egyptian tour that's now 50% off. So I don't know. I might look.
Are
into
you
that
serious?
one.
That is not quite what I expected, but hey, I love it. That's fantastic. Super fun. Sandy's in the Cayman Islands. I kind of wish I was. Oh, Cayman Islands, Kentucky. Is that what that says? I was going to say, I wish I was in the Cayman Islands. It's been pretty cold here in Indiana.
Wow.
So, all right. What do we got in store for us today, Dana?
Okay, we have a pretty big show today. It's not very long, but we have very exciting new features to talk about. And Mel and I are actually going to live demo these new features so that you can see how they work, so that you know how to use them in your next live stream. And then we're also going to be talking about StreamYard's new plan that was released for Black Friday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what should we talk about first? I think we should probably talk about the newest feature that is available, which is the Slideshare. So this is actually super exciting. So people have been asking for this for quite some time. And so let me explain what this is. So in StreamYard, many of you know, especially those of you that are very active users, you can share your screen. So you can go to down at the bottom of your studio, you click on share. You're going to have that option to share your main monitor, another monitor, just an application. This is really great for when you're doing like webinar styles or education videos where you have a PowerPoint or a Keynote presentation that you want to do as well. Now, we of course also have that video share feature as well. But one of the things that people have asked us is they've said, I really wish this was a little easier. I wish that I could just have the slides added into StreamYard. Well, now we are excited to announce that we have a new share feature, and that is what's called slide sharing. Now, it's going to work for PowerPoint, that are going to be essentially you upload them. They're going to convert essentially to frozen files. So if you have an animated PowerPoint, they are going to freeze those slides. It'll also work with PDFs. So if you have a multi-page PDF and you want to scroll through some pictures or whatnot, this is a great way to share images right in your streams. And it does also work with Google Slides as of right now. Now, I already saw a couple people in our Facebook community, which by the way, if you're not part of our Facebook community, you definitely want to go join that. Just search StreamYard community over in Facebook and join that community. But I saw a couple people were saying, hey, what about Canva slides and Canva presentations and integrating that? So I already know that those ideas are coming. Those are great ideas. If you do have ideas or feedback around this, make sure you go to StreamYard.com/contact. And there's a form there where you can actually submit your feedback and your feature requests. But I am going to show this really quickly. So let me get over into my personal account. I'm going to share my screen and so that we can all see this here. Hopefully I don't break my camera or anything, because sometimes when I try to duplicate my camera, show my camera more than once, it goes crazy. So here we are in StreamYard. So I'm going to enter the studio. And as I was mentioning, down at the bottom, you'll notice this share button. Let me go ahead and change my zoom here so that this is actually a little bit easier to see. So right here down at the bottom, you're going to notice this share button. And as we select that share button, you're now going to see slides. And again, this is a new feature. So if you click on slides, you're going to actually have an opportunity to upload files from your computer, or of course, connect your Google account and select any Google slides that you may have. So Google Slides are actually really great, a great tool as well that's really popular for people. They love them. But what's really neat about this is if you do share or upload one of these files, it is going to save that file in your StreamYard account. So if you want to do some prep work before you go live, maybe get those slides uploaded into your dashboard, into your studio beforehand, this allows you to be prepared ahead of time, which I love this. It actually saves the file in there. And so if you select here, you're going to notice, I'm just going to select this old Google slide. It's a really old one that I kind of just grabbed because it was safe and easy, right? And I'm going to go ahead and add myself to the stream as well. So I'm going to use picture-in-picture layout. Now you're going to notice here these black bars on the side. That's because this is a 4:3 ratio. So for this, I definitely recommend that 16:9 ratio format for your slides because it is going to fill your entire screen without those black bars. And so as you're going to notice here, I can now advance my slides by clicking on the arrow. So I'm just going to be going right on through, right? Just right on through each slide. Now, as I mentioned earlier, if it's an animated deck, it's not going to animate those as of right now. And then the other thing is you can jump around from slide to slide. So if you want to scroll all the way down to like picture number 19 or slide number 19, then you can certainly do that. And then you just simply click the X and it goes away. And again, once they're uploaded, they are uploaded in there into here. Now, I think there might be some storage limits here. Dana, do you know what those storage limits are by chance?
I actually don't, but I think you could do 10 at the same time.
Okay.
I'm not for sure on that.
10 files. You can have 10 files in your account.
10 kind of queued up. And I think, so there's a few things about this feature that are my favorite parts of the feature. I think there's two things. One of them is, like you said, like you can queue them all up before you actually enter the studio. So a lot of people, and we recommend this, like they go in a couple days before into their studio and get everything set up. You know, you've got your graphics, you got your overlays, you've got your background, you've got the color, you know, you set everything up. Now you can set up your slides. Like previously, you could never do that. You had to do that, 5 minutes before the show. Sometimes people are rushing to get ready for their show. And so now having the ability to get everything prepped, you've got all of your, slides queued up, ready to go. So now you can share multiple slide shows, like multiple slide decks are queued up. I think that's my first favorite part of this feature. Second one is that now this allows for your co-hosts and your producers to be able to change to the next slide, either for you or for your guest speakers. So this remote slide, advancing or slide management, whatever you want to call it, being able to change slides for someone else, whoever's presenting on screen, it's such a great feature. It's such a great functionality of this specific new feature of slide sharing that it makes for those, those slide clicking tools. Those are just, obsolete now. You don't need those because you can now you could be the person switching slides for your guests, or vice versa, your co-host could be switching slides for you.
Yeah, I totally love that aspect of the actual functionality, because the other thing there's two things that I also like about it is before, you really kind of needed a second monitor for this to be done with ease. I mean, you could certainly get away with one monitor, meaning if you're on a laptop, sharing a presentation, but it was a little bit quirky. It was a little bit tricky. You had to kind of be savvy navigating between your browser windows. Now you can have it all right there in one screen. So those of you that just have one monitor, or maybe you're using your laptop, this is actually going to be a lot easier for you to work through those slides right inside one screen. The other thing is that I always used to have this problem that my mouse, I'd come over and answer comments in StreamYard, and I'd be in this application, and then I'd go to advance my slide, and I had to get my mouse back over to the PowerPoint again, and that all goes away as well. And there's no mouse being shown in your PowerPoint presentation because you were sharing a screen before. Now, Moving America podcast has a great question. So they say, can slides be advanced without being on screen? And here's the thing. Yes, you actually can do that. So let me share my screen once again, and I will show you what this looks like. So as you can see here, I'm in solo mode, but my slide is still added to my stream. So if I were to go to this layout, you'll see my slides again, which of course I can move, right? I can move my slides, but I can also go right down here and advance them. So I can be on screen and still actually advance my slides, as you can notice right down here at the bottom. So you can see here the little preview, it's even going to show me which slide I'm on. And then I can, of course, go back to that other layout, of course, that we had up above. So the answer to that question is yes, you absolutely can advance those slides without the slide actually being on screen, which is another great feature as well. And as you said, maybe your co-host or even your backstage producer can be helping you, know what needs to be coming up next.
And Richard says, used Google Slides last night. Oh, how cool. On my life. Makes my life so much easier. That is such good feedback.
I love it.
Hear. Same with Steven. SlideShare is the feature you didn't know you were missing. It's super useful. Wow, that's awesome. Great feedback. Okay,
I love it. I think people are going to be very excited about this. Now, here's one of the things. So those of you that use Canva, I know we have a lot of Canva users out there. There's also other presentation. Keynote is another one that currently is, unfortunately, we're not quite there yet. This is version 1 of SlideShare, so keep that in mind. But so if you are using one of those other applications, and that's not PowerPoint, not Google Slides, you can export or convert those to PDFs, right? And you can absolutely upload PDFs, multi-page PDFs. So that would be your workaround if you are a Canva user. Just simply download those Canva slides as a PDF packet, and then you can upload that file, and you'll have the exact same functionality as, scanning through each one. So yeah, Charles had asked about Keynote, and so it doesn't look like it's currently, we can't upload Keynote files in there, but I'm sure that's in the queue to be worked on.
Yep. And Natalie says you can finally see the chat while presenting. That's another good point. It used to be a challenge when you were the only one streaming, right? Because if you only had one monitor, that's the monitor that has all your slides on it, and then you'd have to be managing, moving back and forth between tabs. Like, what a nightmare.
Yeah,
this
totally
makes life so much easier. Yeah. Ooh, good question. Sutana says, cool. Does the feature work with video?
Well, it would, as far as videos in your actual slides, no. So as of right now, this particular feature of sharing slides is actually just their static files. So even if you are, as I mentioned, well, I guess I haven't tested it, but I'm pretty sure based on what I see here, the slides, like if you had an animated GIF, for example, in one of your PowerPoint slides, I think what's happening is it's going to freeze your slide because, obviously, if you have animated text or even animated transitions, those are basically being eliminated. So this is really great for, image slideshows. Again, just where you want to show different presentations, but just keep in mind that right now it's not supporting any animations. So if you have an embedded video or something in a presentation, that won't work. However, you can absolutely toggle between your video share and your slide share and your screen share. So you can actually share your screen, share a video, and share slides and toggle between what you're displaying on screen. So you can do it that way. And then, of course, as long as you're on one of our paid plans, our basic or a professional plan, you can also just upload video clips to your video section in your studio, which I would think would be a great way to just, again, have a really cool produced stream where you've got these images or slides on screen, and then you say, now let me play this quick video for you. You play the quick video from your studio. Once it's done, you're back up on screen with your slides. So again, just adding a lot of different, a few more ways for you to have different digital assets with ease that are going to be in your stream. So super excited about this feature.
I think that's such a good point, Mel, because we've actually also optimized both the video share feature and the video clips section in the brand tab. Like you were saying, when you can upload it, those are optimized to play videos. So it's even going to be way better than screen share for videos used to be when you would screen share your slide deck. So we actually recommend to get those videos out of your slides and put them either in the video share or video clips section because they'll play better in your live stream. It'll be way better quality, way better FPS.
Yes.
So yeah, good point.
Frames per second. Yes.
Frames per second. Yeah, thank you.
It's Monday.
Monday. Love it. Such good feedback in the chat. Abraham says,
hello, sorry. Oh, yep. Go ahead. Sorry. I clicked on that for you. I was going to say Mike from Never Let the Machines Win said the same thing. You can absolutely take those Keynote slides and convert them to Google Slides. You can do that. And then those Google Slides will just come right in. So you can do the same with PowerPoint. If you just open a PowerPoint in Google Slides, it's actually going to convert those slides. Sometimes you run into some font issues. Like if you have custom fonts in your PowerPoint that are not those free fonts or those main fonts, sometimes it's going to pick a font and it can make your PowerPoint get a little wonky if it's not really recognizing the font. So that would be the only thing I would say is make sure you're using some safe fonts for that.
Yep, good call. Cool. And Dale says, what I really need is a background music function. Good that's feature request. That is very interesting.
That's very interesting. That's something that could be even more interesting pretty soon. Don't you think, Dana?
I think so too, Mel. And Dale, stay tuned.
Yes. And speaking of stay tuned, we have a couple of other features that are rolling out. Is that right, Dana? So let's talk about some of those. I think we've talked about the slide feature, but what is the next thing coming that is extremely exciting as well as far as new features?
So we've got 2 more to announce today. And the next one is virtual backgrounds feature. So you all know, most of you know, that StreamYard has a green screen background feature, which just means, when you have a green screen, a physical green screen behind you, either in your office, your home, wherever you're streaming from, your studio, you could upload an image and that could be your background. Well, the problem with that is that most people don't have a physical green screen. Like you've got to buy one specifically on Amazon. It just takes a bunch of, it's trouble. So we are now releasing a virtual backgrounds feature, which removes the requirement of having a green screen. So similarly to how Zoom and Google Meet lets you, blur your background or put an image in your background, StreamYard is now launching that capability tomorrow. It should be launched for everyone tomorrow. So I'm going to demo it right away.
Let's see it. And this is using artificial intelligence, essentially. So, before it had to use what's called a chroma key, which is where, the software is going to say, okay, remove everything that's green and replace it with this image. But now StreamYard has added the whole artificial intelligence where it's actually going to, just basically automatically replace it. And I do love that you can upload your own backgrounds here as well. So Dana, let's take a look at this.
Okay, cool. So this is my, this is my studio. I'm in the settings. So now instead of it saying, I think it used to say green screen here on the left, now it says virtual background. You can still use the green screen feature if you have one, but right here, I can choose to not have a virtual background. I can just choose nothing. I could choose the background blur, which I'll test that right now. This is going to blur out my studio, kind of for that optimized camera look.
That bouquet, as people call it.
Very professional. You could have laundry there in the background and it would just blur it all out. And then the next one, we just have these whatever they're called, default images, the bricks. And then we also have this house. And this literally makes the image my background. And you can no longer see my studio behind me. I don't need to have a green screen. So this really allows for you to have a very professional looking stream because you could make anything this background. We see a lot of real estate agents use the house as their background. And then of course you can just upload your own, any background you want. Make sure it's 1280 by 720 p to make sure it's the right size. But yeah, that's it about virtual backgrounds. It should be coming tomorrow. Oh, I'm so glad people are so excited.
People are very, very excited about this. So this is actually something that, this is the version 1. And I know that we've been asked for this because a lot of people, you might have your studio, your setup looks great, but you might ask a guest who's not used to live streaming or you even really used to being on video. They may want to use a virtual background because they want, something to be replaced. I saw Robin's Blue Egg Creations. She said, so I could have a virtual background of a clean and organized craft room behind me instead of my crazy mess that it really is. Yes, that is definitely one option as well. But you could get really creative with these backgrounds too. So, maybe as Dana mentioned, a real estate agent might actually put themselves in the picture of one of their houses that they're showcasing on live video. You may actually literally design a background around you that maybe has some promotions and some other stuff in it. So definitely a really cool way to just change up what's happening. Smackdown Outdoors, I know that they actually do virtual ice fishing shows. I love their channel. I love what they're doing. They could totally have a lot of fun with this as well because, heck, they're in these different layouts with their live streams. But I'm going to give everybody a couple of quick tips on this. It is using artificial intelligence. And as you saw when Dana had that brick background, you could almost kind of see her sleeve fluttering a little bit. And that is because she's blending in with her background just a little bit. So the best way to get this to work for you is to try to contrast with your actual background that's behind you. So, I wouldn't want to wear purple, for example, because of all my purple lights in the background. That artificial intelligence is going to have a little bit of a struggle with differentiating you and deciding, hey, that's what needs to be in the screen, in the shot. The other thing that you'll want to make sure you test is if you do have a stream with multiple people, meaning it's not just you, if you have multiple people in your one shot here, just give it a test a couple times beforehand to just make sure it's going to work for you. Because sometimes when people are sitting in different depths, it can kind of mess around with that artificial intelligence as well. Ideally, if you want to use a virtual background, the best case scenario is, of course, to use a green screen. You're going to get the best quality with that. But this is a great option for those of us who maybe don't want to mess with green screens, don't want to pay for it, just don't want to have it sitting around, and just, like I said, quite frankly, don't want to mess with it. So a lot of fun here. Get creative with it. I really want to actually encourage everybody, if you start using this feature, I would love for you to take a screenshot of your stream that you do with your virtual background and send it and put it in our Facebook group. Go to our Facebook group and say, hey, here's my virtual background that I played around with, and let us know. Let us see your virtual backgrounds, especially those of you that are going to get really creative with it. I definitely want to see how everyone uses this feature for sure. And so you said this is going to be rolling out this week. Is that right, Dana?
Yes, should be in the next couple of days, if not tomorrow, as soon as tomorrow. But yeah, everyone should have it very soon. And WebRC Video says, is this available on all plans? And I forgot to mention, yes, it is. So every plan and guests have the ability, have both new features. So virtual backgrounds and the ability to slide share. So your guests can use that feature. You can use that feature, everyone, and no matter what plan you're on, you get to use these new features.
I love it. Speaking of features, I want to point out a recent feature because Cameron is asking about pairs. So here's the deal. StreamYard Teams is also one of our newest features that was released, 3-4 weeks ago. I think this was rolled out to everyone. And what this allows you to do, it allows you to actually stream with other people. You can actually add someone to your account. So Cameron, let's say, for example, you wanted me to co-host a show with you, co-produce a show with you. You could literally add me to your team, and you can do this temporarily. You can add me and then you can remove me. And so I actually could then log into the account as long as you made me the right access. I can add my own channels, and then we could literally stream to both of our platforms together. So this whole kind of co-hosting, pairing kind of thing that you're thinking about, StreamYard Teams is actually the way that you would be able to do that type of format and that type of show. StreamYard Teams is super exciting. I personally, when I first heard about this earlier in the year at the summit, I was like, oh man, this is going to be so great. It's going to open the doors for collaborations and just all these great co-hosting opportunities. So that is actually one of our newer features that was recently released here just a few weeks ago, along with a bunch of other ones that we just, quite frankly, don't quite have time to talk about all day today, right? Real fast though, Natalie, no, they do not have to have a paid account. In fact, they can be on a free plan. Now, if they don't have a StreamYard account, when you first go to add them, you'll invite them via email, and when they join, it'll create a free account for them. They do have to use a StreamYard account essentially. So, and it will work on all the platforms that StreamYard will stream to. So there you go. It's super fun. Yes, and it is for all plans. People have lots of questions about Teams apparently. So yeah, super exciting.
Cool. Very cool. Well, we're happy to answer all of your questions about Teams too, but I don't want to run out of time.
Right.
So before we talk about our Cyber Monday plan, and before we mention our last feature, why don't we do a giveaway?
Okay. I like it.
Monday.
I like your style, Dana. I think people are going to be very excited about this. Okay. Now, how are we going to do this giveaway? What are we going to do here?
I don't know what you think, but I think we should give away a whole swag pack.
Oh, okay. So it is, 'tis the season. We're being generous, right? So yeah, I like it. Oh, we got a mug. We got some stickers. The stickers are new. So we got new stickers here. We also have the pillow. And then of course, got little puddles, good old little puddles. You always have to have puddles in one of these giveaways. My daughter keeps stealing my puddles, by the way. I lose puddles and have to go find it. She steals it.
Oh my gosh.
I know. She thinks he's so fun and so cute, which he is. So, all right. So I'll tell you what, why don't you pick a hashtag for that, and then we can start running that giveaway. I'm sure people are assuming what it is. So yeah.
I know. Well, let's just stick with #TheYard. I think that's my favorite hashtag. And let's run it.
I like it.
So type in #TheYard in our comments section. And for those of you who haven't seen Gage and Dan use this tool on the town hall every Sunday, this is a StreamYard giveaway tool. So if you want to use this feature, you can. Just go to StreamYard.com/giveaway. We have so many people. I see all the comments flooding in. I think that's so fun.
Swaggerific. I'm going to use that. I'm totally recycling that. I love it.
Love that.
Yeah, lots of comments coming in. And yes, this is actually available for all the free StreamYard. I mean, all the plans. So if no matter what plan you're on, you get access to this awesome giveaway tool that's super, super cool. So
yeah, and it's so easy to use. You literally just go to StreamYard.com/giveaway and you type in whatever text you want. And then StreamYard will literally kind of listen to your comment section on all platforms. So anyone typing this in on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, anywhere you're streaming to, all of those people get entered into your giveaway. It's such a cool feature.
I love it. And there's a lot of unique ways that you can use it actually too. So, all
Yeah,
right, look at
that's
this.
so
We
true.
still have them coming in. So
I
while those are
know.
coming in, I'll tell you what, let me just cover this really fast while those are still coming in, because it looks like people are still entering. So let's give them like a few more seconds and then we'll run that giveaway. But honestly, the other thing that we wanted to talk to you guys about today was that there is an upcoming feature that you all have asked for, and that is the solo view with your background being visible. So we only have a screenshot for you today. And so as you see here, she's being shown in the solo layout. You are going to be able to see a border around your solo layout that is essentially going to be your background. So if you are on the free plan, that is going to just be that black background that's there, the template. But if you're on one of our paid plans and you've uploaded your own custom backgrounds, pretty soon you will have the ability to where you can actually see that background around you as a frame. This has also been something that's been heavily requested by people as well. So that feature is coming as well pretty soon here in the next week or two. We hope to have that one rolled out to everybody as well. That's definitely been another one that people have asked for over and over and over again. So, all right, what do you say, Dyann? Are you ready to rock and roll this giveaway?
I think we're ready to rock. This is so many entries. I love
Yes.
it. Let's rock it. I'm ready.
Rock and roll. I can't sing, but we're singing.
You can't sing, but I can drum roll.
You can't sing. Come on. Hey, Joe Ridgely is the winner.
Woo!
Woo! Love it,
Joe,
love it, love it.
Congrats. You just won our swag pack giveaway. Look at all these things you just won. You won the pillow, the mug, our new sticker, and of course, you won a puddle stock.
Good old
Congrats.
Puddles. Got Puddles with me today. Yeah, so Joe is going to email marketing. Is that right, Dana?
Yes,
to get to claim his prize.
Perfect. Marketing at StreamYard.com, and we will get your prize to you.
Awesome. All right. Well, before we get going with our days today, we have one last thing that we wanted to make sure everyone was aware about, and that is our we do have a Cyber Monday deal, basically that expires tonight, I believe. Is that right, or is that through the week? I can never remember.
I think we're running it for 1 week. Yep.
Okay, so there you go. So it does expire. Looks like December 3rd. Here's what this is. Now, I want everybody to understand what this is. This is a very limited time offer that is really great for somebody who is on the free plan that is ready to start to explore some of those other features, like what Dana and I are using on our show today. We are essentially, we are putting overlays up. We can play videos. We can have custom backgrounds. We can even have custom branding. We can take out that, the logos. This plan is going to give you the opportunity to have overlays and videos and those things, and even multi-stream to 3 destinations. You are going to have, do you see that thing up there above me? That watermark. So that is a big difference that we want to make sure everybody understands. So again, this Essentials plan is ideal for someone that's on a free plan that is ready to start to dabble in those other pro features, those paid features, but maybe is still on a little bit of a tight budget and they don't want to spend all the money, but you are going to have the watermark. So as long as you don't care about that watermark, this is a great way for you to start to explore really customizing your streams, really leveling up and really adding that production value. And then of course, multi-streaming, which is a really huge piece of this plan as well that lets you multi-stream to 3 destinations. So again, this is a limited time offer for people on that free plan that you're ready to kind of move forward towards one of those paid plans. This is $10 a month. It does last a year and it does expire. This plan does expire on the 3rd of this week. So it's a limited time offer for what we're calling the Essentials plan.
Love it. Yep. And you can just go to StreamYard.com/BFCM. That's Black Friday, Cyber Monday, 2021 to learn more info on it and to see every single feature that Mel listed. And I think the best thing about this Black Friday, it's not really a sale. It's like a new plan that we designed specifically for this limited time. But yeah, I think you're right. Like being able to test out all of the new features, before you're ready to make the $50 a month commitment or, the $500 a year commitment to live streaming. I think it's great to be able to test out every single paid plan feature, being able to multi-stream, being able to have recording. But then you're getting it at this limited time price because the StreamYard watermark is in your streams.
Yeah, it's definitely ideal for somebody that's ready to just move towards those paid plans. If you do want your own custom logo in that corner and you don't want that watermark, then you are going to need to be on the basic plan, which is our normal plan that you can get at any time, all throughout the year. This is just a temporary offer for that Essentials plan that, again, is kind of good for those people on those free plans to start dabbling towards the paid features. So definitely love this opportunity for that.
And Kamal Tech Vlog says, can we get an annual Essentials plan? Yes, we are offering the annual Essentials plan. I think it's $96 a year. And you can just go to that link right there and choose either monthly or annual. But yep, you can certainly be on the Essentials plan for the whole year if you want.
Definitely.
Good question.
Definitely.
Okay, Mel. Did we touch on everything we
I think we did.
To?
I think we did. Do you want to do another giveaway just because? I mean, what do you think?
I think that's a good idea. I'm a big fan of giveaways.
I mean, I think, I always say Joanne kind of runs the show around here. She gave us approval to do another giveaway. So let's do it. Let's do another giveaway.
Let's do it. I love it.
On behalf of Joanne, I love it.
Okay.
Here we go.
We have 115.
So many entries today.
It's so
Wowzers.
crazy.
Diego says, I like that idea.
Love it.
All right. Harley Ali. Love it.
Woohoo.
You are the winner.
Congrats.
So email marketing@StreamYard.com to claim your prize. You get of course, the power pack. I'm going to call it the mug, the stickers, the puddles, and the pillow. So that's what you're going to get today. And make sure that you take pictures of when you get your swag. Take pictures of you and Puddles so that we can all see how cute that Puddles looks in your stream and in your setup. So definitely upload that picture. Tag us on all your social media accounts when you get all your swag for sure.
And let's go sew with Joanne. Cool channel name. I love it. I believe you can add your logo to the StreamYard logo with the Essentials plan. And that's a great point. So you actually you can have both. So you have to have the StreamYard watermark, but you can also upload your own logo to the stream. So you can have both next to each other to be able to brand it to yourself. You still have the StreamYard watermark, but you can brand it to your own show too. That's a great question.
Sweet. And there's Harley. She's in the comments. So yay!
Congrats. Yep. Yes. Just email us marketing@StreamYard and we'll get you at StreamYard.com and we'll get you your winnings.
Awesome.
What a fun show.
I love it. I love these quick little shows with you, Dana, and I get to see you on Monday, and I don't get to see you on Mondays typically. So this was super fun. So y'all, we basically just talked about a new feature that should be in your account already, and that is the ability to share your slides. You can upload slides right into your studio and navigate through them. So if you are just now tuning in, go watch the replay. We did a live demo of that. You can upload Google Slides, or you can connect your Google Slides, and you can upload PowerPoints, and you can also upload PDFs. As of right now, you can upload Keynotes, at least as of right now. This is, of course, version 1. And then we also talked about a couple of features that are coming down the road. As early as this week, you are going to see virtual backgrounds. That is your ability to change your background without a green screen, which is a super highly requested feature that we've been getting that the team is excited to release to you this week. And then pretty soon, you're also going to have that solo layout with a frame of your background around you. So as of right now, I'm going to go to Dana. You see all of Dana filling the entire screen, even though she's absolutely gorgeous, right? Soon you will see a frame around her where she actually will have her background all the way through. So when you're in solo mode, as you can see here, you see our background. When you're in that solo view, you will see your background in a frame as well. Also another highly requested feature that is going to be releasing out to you very, very soon, along with some other extremely exciting features that we will be announcing to you as well. So make sure that you are following our channels, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also join our Facebook community so you don't miss out on any of those. Tune in on Sundays to our town halls with Gage and Dan. That's the earliest and one of the greatest places for you to stay in touch with what's coming for your StreamYard fun. So yeah, that's what we had for you guys today. So Dana, anything else before we go?
I don't think so, Mel. I think you covered it. And thank you, everyone, for spending some of your Cyber Monday with us. It's been so fun.
All right. We'll see you guys later. Bye, everyone.
Bye.